Hello all the crazy people out there, my name is Dragonite, welcome back to the Elder Scrolls V Skyrim. Last time, we picked up the third Gauldur Amulet Fragment, and we've now received instructions to go and reforge the fragment. And on my way over to the cave, where we can apparently do that, a bunch of things happened. So a dragon decided to attack me, and then a bunch of, dragonborn cultists decided to attack me and the dragon, and then a bunch of Forsworn decided to attack me, the dragon, and the dragonborn cultists. And then, I don't know where exactly its body went, but then a saber cat decided to attack me, the dragonborn cultists, and the Forsworn, and it was, there was a lot of stuff happening, and nobody really seemed to be allied with anybody else, and it was quite funny. Yeah, I don't exactly know where the saber cat went. I did, get the, recording of it, so I'll show some samples on screen. You, Stormcloak Soldier.
Not many willing to take on the Forsworn these days.
Yeah, well, you didn't do any of the work. That was pretty much all me and Jazargo, and I guess the dragon, and also the... Never mind. It got really complicated. So, I'm gonna just go and drop down here, and we're going to get on with our lives. And on with our lives is going to involve this cave here, Reachwater Rock. Are there going to be more like Forsworn living in here? Because oftentimes you do see them hanging around in here. Let's see. I could use... Let's use candlelight this time. I kind of wish torches were items that you could craft at a forge somewhere or something like that, but I don't think they are. Let's see. You are an adventurer. You also have a copy of Lost Legends, or Lost Leg Ends, as I say when I want to confuse people. An Ancient Edict and a Jade Dragonclaw. Let this place be forgotten forever. Let it be struck from the rolls of history. Let it never be spoken by man or mer. Let its very name be lost to the ages. Ye who enter here know this place was sealed at great price. Honor those who perished here. Turn back and leave them to their rest. Well. After all this time of being, stuck and isolated in this ruin, I'm sure that the undead are feeling somewhat lonely. And we're going to go and, keep them company, I think. The Emerald Dragonclaw, not Jade. Let's see. This is going to be bear, fish, and snake. We can go... none of these are the correct symbols. So we've got a bear, we've got a birdo, which is not the correct symbol, and a fish, which is not the correct symbol. There we go. Bear, fish, and snake. That should be all we need to do. You ready for this, Jazargo? Are you a skill trainer by any chance? You are not a skill trainer by any chance. Alright, so some of the NPCs who you can acquire as followers are skill trainers, and you can talk to them to, level up your skills. I did, by the way, during that mad melee, at the end of the last video, take my level, because I kind of needed it. And... let me see. Are there any, perks that I really want to choose? Alteration. That's going to fall under my, stone flesh, oak flesh, iron flesh. I guess I probably should... I think iron flesh is adept, so I probably should take that one at least. So that it costs a little bit less to use. Wait, do I have to do it again? Which claw was that? That is the shooting us with arrows if we get it wrong claw. The ivory claw? Do we need 2 dragon claws here? Did we get them both? I only remember having 1. Anyway, bird, and dragon. Or 3 birds in a manner of speaking. So, the middle one is already set. I need to hit the outer and the inner one twice each, and that's gonna be bird, dragon. Alright. Yeah, I guess this ruin is guarded by 2 puzzle doors. Did I pick one up in, Sarthal or something? The ivory one, I don't remember where I got that one. Anyway, let's go in here, and... if we run down these steps, I see this looks like a return passage or a secret passage from some location. This is a potion of vigorous healing, which I still have, 20-something of. And, okay, so... it looks like we're not going to have that much of a dungeon to clear, but we are... I see all these coffins. We're gonna have to fight all the undead. Let's just go and get that set up first and foremost. And I vaguely remember something that we might have to do in here, and I think we're gonna have to refight. I think we're gonna have to refight all of the like boss guys who we fought to pick up the first amulets, and one of them is gonna be. Are we also gonna have to fight a bunch of undead while that's happening? Yeah, so he's over there. Are the undead gonna come out to play? The undead are gonna come out to play. All right, so let me just go and soul trap a bunch of these guys. Jazargo, I think, can probably make quick work of at least some of them. If I just go and set you on fire, the Draugr Thrall don't have a ton of health. Let's see. I saw like a couple of them. If I just go and set you on fire, goodbye. We got one more, I think. If I go and hit you with a left-handed fire spell, there we go. And now, yeah, we're just gonna go and stay here. All right, so this is Mikril Gauldur, who was, I believe, the second one. I can't say I really know all their names. I hear someone sneaking up on me. I saw that you were just like a small Draugr, and I was hoping that I could finish you off before you actually got the shot off. We'll use those just to get them out of my inventory, and ow, 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 okay, ow. I want to say this is like a 3 KO on you, yeah. Alright, so no shooting arrows into me. The arrows that you were shooting into me earlier were, like, scary, and I don't like them. Goodbye. Okay, great. Ow! Alright, so we're gonna try that again, and I'm going to try and survive a little longer this time. So, I definitely want to take the friends down first because they hit pretty hard. Jazargo, I'm gonna hope that you and my skeleton friendo can just, like, actually take on the boss because I don't want to be anywhere near that thing. I can 3 or 4 hit KO the friends, with just, like, a regular fireball spell like this, without too much trouble. At some point, I may just, like, give up trying to do the soul trap thing because it's, like, not worth the trouble. But, let's see. So you guys can be occupied by there. I'm gonna go take you down. My candlelight appears to have faded. I am very, very low on health. We want regeneration. Yes, I've still got one of those. I'm gonna also regenerate Magicka. Let's go and use those 3. Alright, so 1, 2, and 3 takes you down. 1, 2, 3 takes you down, and I need health again. Can you stop shooting me with arrows? I don't know if that's like a regular arrow that you're shooting me with and you've just got like really good archery skills, or if you are using those like fancy bone arrows that do a lot of damage. Alright, so how many are left? Just gonna go and oh no, there you are. No, I wanted you to take care of Jazargo. Jazargo, you're I hear Jazargo attacking something else. He's busy. Alright, yeah, fight the boss. I'm gonna fight the thrall. Goodbye. Alright, now I think that's all of them. Now, I'm gonna actually attempt to fight the boss. So, let's go and, bring back this little bit of assistance. And now, yeah, fight the skeleton champion. And now I will go and actually fight you myself. Vigorous Magicka, Ultimate Magicka. I feel like Ultimate Magicka is going to be warranted here. You know what I might do? Do I have a Necromancy spell? Because there's so many undead over here. That would be in Conjuration, I think. Not Restoration. Conjuration is... Which like, symbol is that? That's the Oblivion symbol. Reanimate. Which of these is the stronger ones? Revenant. Alright. Let's just go and, let's go and reanimate one of your own dead bodies for use against yourself. That gave me some nice conjuration experience. The shout isn't regenerating quickly enough. Where are you going? I missed. That was embarrassing. Come on. You're almost dead. And stay dead. Okay. That's 1 out of the 3. And I was actually able to reanimate a dead body, which is something I can't say I've done a lot of in this game so far. For what it's worth, these are not strong dead bodies. Anyway, so that is going to be 2 out of the 3. Okay, you're the guy who likes to clone yourself. I would like to, get rid of the clones. I think we established that. I'm just gonna go and, if I can... Oh, wow, that clone didn't live very long. Where are you? Are you not cloning yourself? Now you're cloning yourself. Alright, there we go. So, one of these is going to be the real one. Why do you have to shout at me? Go and shout at someone else. Alright, are you the real one? I think you were the real one. Get out of there, get out of there, get out of there. Okay, so you were the real one, but unfortunately, I was not able to really do anything with that fact. You're not real. You, I think, were also not real. Hurry. Ow. Really?
What do you think you're doing?
You know what I'm gonna use is a potion of regeneration, and I've also got regenerate magicka. That sounds like a pretty good idea right now. Alright, was that the end of him? I think that was the end of him. Let's see, I'm looking around to see, what became of that one undead who I turned, but it looks like it's gone. Jazargo or the skeleton must have gotten him. Alright, so... Hello? I'm not supposed to be up here. I've gotten shouted up here before. I've gotten shouted up here before by these guys. I seem to have, like, clipped through the invisible wall that separates them from, like, the rest of the arena. This is... Okay, so you're in 4s now, not 3. This is, a problem. I don't know if I can get back down to that console commands. Let's go and say TCL, and we can just use the walk through walls hack, and we can, get back down here. That was very funny. Alright, so... I need to really make sure that you can't yell at me and that you can't, like, shoot me. The real one is over here. And if I can... Okay, so you're knocked down. Hopefully that'll allow me to get some damage off on you before you clone yourself. Why am I trying to, like, match my speech with the fireballs? I always do that, and I don't know why. Are you real? You are the real one. Okay. Wow. That was a lot of arrow damage. Okay, let's, use all those, and we're gonna try not to get shot and die. You know where I should have quick saved? I should have quick saved, like, when I was stuck up on the, like, on the ledge. Like, where I glitched through the... Anyway. You know what might be a fun way to level up my restoration is that this room is going to be filled with like a dozen undead in a minute. And if I cast turn undead on all of them, I missed you. I can probably get a decent amount of restoration experience. The one downside to this is that it has a fairly long charge time, which is going to allow a decent amount of time for them to like hit me in the face and do things to me. While I'm charging the spell up. But you know what? Experience is experience, right? Oh, you know what I can also do? If you're gonna like... Oh, come on. Charge. There we go. If you're all gonna run over this way and like get corralled, I could also go and like hit you with a really big fiery explosion spell. That would be kind of fun. Oh, they're running away from me. They're not running towards the door. Interesting. Right, so let's try this again. We're gonna go and try and get rid of the clones as quickly as possible. And I am a little bit surprised. Alright, so you're the real one. I'm a little bit surprised I didn't get totally knocked over by that. Jazargo, just don't stand between me and the target. And, alright, so we got like 15% of your health down, which is better than no % of your health down. How about you guys don't shoot me? Alright, so I think... Are you the real one? You're the real one. You're the only one left standing. I should be able to get a couple shots off on you from... I don't know if I can hit you with a shout from there or not. I think you disapparated before I was able to do that anyway. Okay, so this is so far going better. I say as I get slammed into a wall. This is so far going better than the last time. I don't know. Do these arrows one-shot me? Or do they just do, like, almost one-shot me in that if I don't heal fully, I'm going to be in trouble? Wasn't entirely clear on what the status of that damage was, but alright. So you're down to about a quarter. Ow. And we get pushed through the wall again. And we fall out through the wall again. And we get double shouted because there are multiple things shouting at me. So we've got this like fireball bug again, this destruction spell bug. And alright, so you are the real one. But I think this is gonna go a little bit. Oh no, never mind. You're down to very low health. I just need to knock it. Help. This arena is like not very good. This arena is not very good at containing you when you get shouted at. I think I'm under the floor. Okay, so I was like under the floor. Can I like stand? I'm gonna put myself back. I think I was over here at the moment where I got pushed through the floor. Let's alright, take you out. That was very weird. I guess theoretically I could have just stayed there and I could have just let Jazargo do it. Ow. And he would have eventually done it probably just by the, like, the large of very large numbers. The law of very large numbers and the fact that he can't actually die. But that would have taken who knows how long, and I think this is the last one I need. There we go. Alright. Are you done? Are you down for the count? Very nice. So, who's left? Oh, are you also cloning yourself? Are there multiple bosses here who clone themselves? Ow. We're gonna get ragdolled around a little bit more, I guess, sure. And now we're gonna get punched. I didn't get to do any fighting in that one. Alright, let's try and play this straight. So, regular fire bolts, no explosive fireballs, just in case that was actually what happened. What with, like, follower, friendly fire, turning on you and whatever. You are going to... Yeah, can I, like, corner you in here while you do this? Oh, great, now I'm stuck inside Nature Knock. You keep disappearing every couple of seconds, which makes this fight just that much harder than it had to be. Although, honestly, I do prefer this to the last stage of the fight, where you kept, like, splitting yourself into, like, pieces. That was really annoying. Alright. Now! Yes, there we go. I think we are done. Oh, I thought that was Jazarga for a minute. No, he's over there safely. Alright. I'm not gonna have to fight you all at once, right? We're going to... Okay, now you've been banished to a foreign realm or whatever. Alright, I was gonna say, if I have to fight them all at once, that's gonna... This is not, like, the greatest fight in the entire game. Oh, you're doing a thing to these. I was gonna say, do I have to fight another, like, super boss or something after that? But no. The Gauldur Amulet. Boy, that was an ordeal. I don't remember this fight being, like, that bad. Possibly because I was, like, fighting this before I'm, like, expert and not master or something. But that ends Forbidden Legend. Yeah, I don't really like that fight. I don't really like, especially the second stage where, like, you do nothing but get hit by Unrelenting Force. Basically, it's a dice roll who they decide to aim at, you or your follower. Yeah, I feel like that could have been thought out better to at least, like, require them to wait 5 seconds before doing it again so that you're not in a constant state of getting up off the ground. But whatever. If you do turn the difficulty down to, like, novice or something, at least you will be able to get the fight over in just a couple hits instead of having to really stand there, going through the same motions over and over again. But as a reward for that, I will go and look at the Gauldur amulet. Increases your health, magic, and stamina by 30 points. Not bad. At whatever point when I decide to go and switch back to a physical build, I might put that on. So having health and stamina increased by 30 points isn't terrible. As for everything else, I think we are done in here. That is our reward. There's no, like, grand finale of this quest, I don't think. This is probably going to be a slightly shorter video, except it has been almost, like, 45 minutes of real time trying to fight this because I kept, like, dying. Oh, look, there's a thing over here. Hang on. I don't think I saw this earlier. Is this one of the... Okay, this is that thing that I said might be a return area. This opened up when I finished that fight, so I can just go and take some elven things. I can take some money, take some soul gems, and let's see what that spellbook was. And a Staff of Chain Lightning. I've already got one of those, I think. Let's see what that spellbook was. Elemental Blast. An elemental explosion for 75 points of fire, 75 points of shock, and half as much stamina. Okay. That's exciting. I feel like my follower in the vicinity might not agree, but that is an expert level destruction spell. Costs 71 magicka, as opposed to 10 for Firebolt. Which I want to say, when I'm dual wielding it, is going to be like 180 magicka out of my 400 or so. So I won't be able to get too many of those off in one shot. Maybe when I take the Expert Destruction perk, I'll start thinking about using that. Anyway. Wait, what was that? Strangulation? Oh, right, that's the draining move. Interesting. Let's see, I think I'm going to end this off here. We're going to go and return, probably to town, and deposit some of my stuff. But I'll probably off-screen that. Next time, I realize this wasn't a long video, but honestly, I just want to, like, get off the computer after the amount of time I spent on that, and we'll come back another day. Next time, I'll probably do a couple more side quests, and then I'll go and start looking at other major quest lines for me to do. Possibly the companions. I've been thinking of the companions recently, for reasons which I don't really know why. I just feel like doing companions. Oh, you know what? Before I end this off, because I did take a level in there. I'm gonna go back to the college, which is gonna be up in this corner, and we're gonna learn a few, we're gonna gain a few levels in, like, I don't know, illusion or something. Who's the illusion specialist? Is that Tolfdir? Drevis is the illusion guy. Please, sir, train me in illusion.
Explain to you the mysteries of the outer realms.
Alright, that is indeed a money sink. Illusion level 40. Unfortunately, it's gonna be a little bit before I'm able to do this again. You know what? Can I give Lucia, like, a souvenir in the form of treasure loot? In the form of dungeon loot? Oh, you're asking for money? Alright, you can have some money. But, like, can I give you some dungeon loot? Is this gonna be, like, horrifying and weird? The only thing I can give you is this orcish dagger. Lucia, please use this orcish dagger responsibly. Ooh, chain lightning. That is a fun one. I'm taking that. Hangman's Noose. As my level goes up, it seems that I can buy more and more fun spellbooks from Farengar over here, and I suppose all the spell vendors, but also Farengar.